Hey, I'm JC Tovar and I'm a filmmaker in Houston, Texas. Me and a buddy just finished our most recent film, Kingman Stables, and part of wrapping up the project was doing a test screening with people who we do not know and who did not work on the project. We were able to learn some really helpful information about how our film was received, and I wanted to put together a video to show how the feedback will guide our finishing touches on the film. First, huge thank you to the Houston Film Commission for letting us screen the film at one of their events. And second, if you'd like to learn more about Kingman Stables, visit kingmanstables.com. Okay, for this test screening, our sample size was 50. And because it was at a Houston Film Commission event, we asked people if they were a filmmaker. We also asked people for their gender and their age. Getting into the data, we asked people to rate the film on a scale of 1 to 5. And the average was a 3.7, which I think is really, really great. The number that came up the most was a 3, and the median was a 4. For me personally, I was really happy with those numbers because it validated that what we had was at least okay, and maybe even pretty good. If we had come back with a 2 or a 3 average, the truth is that we might not send this to as many festivals because, well, it's not good enough. We also asked people how they felt the pacing was. Too slow, just right, too fast, uneven. 68% of people said it was just right. 10% said it was too slow, 10% said it was too fast, and 9% said it was uneven. This again served as validation that we did a good job editing because the overwhelming majority of viewers said it was paced well. So no action is going to be taken from that feedback. The last thing we really wanted to measure was if people wanted to see more. Our goal with this short is that it proves the concept that this could work as a TV show. If you go watch the trailer, I actually cut it like the opening for a TV show that would play right after the cold open. We asked people if they'd be interested in seeing a pilot, and 70% of people said yes. That was really inspiring and tells us that we have something that could be more. Okay, getting deeper into the data, non-filmmakers rated our film 5% higher than filmmakers. Women rated us 6% higher than men, and younger people rated us 9% higher than older members of the audience. These results were confusing because the film is about a filmmaker. It's a Broy movie that has a cast of all men, and it plays on the older generation knowing more than the younger generation. So I don't know what happened, but it does let us know how the film was received. Those were hard data points, but what helped us understand even more was the open-ended questions that we wrote for people to answer. One thing I was really self-conscious about was the title card. I've never liked it, so we asked about it. And you know what? It was just me. No one had an issue with it, like at all. Another common feedback was that people were confused on why the main character was in the situation he was in when he starts the movie and why he goes along with it. There was a lot of, why is he putting up with this type questions? Because of that feedback, we're adjusting the opening to establish the world better. We asked people which moment was their favorite in the film, and the answer was basically unanimous. So we know if we can get people to that part, we can get them to stay invested through the end. So we're gonna try to get there a little quicker without losing any plot points. People wrote in so many comments like, I loved it. I wish my parents were here to see it. The camera movements confused the audience. It was maybe a bit much. I want to see more. I don't like the color. I don't like the music. It needs more plot. Too much panning. It was hard to hear. The dialogue mix was too clear. Just so much information about how people interpreted the film, and what worked for some people didn't necessarily work for others. Honestly, I watched the film with a crowd of 80 people. Not everybody got a survey. And I was a nervous wreck. It's a comedy, and some of the jokes did not land like I thought they would. After the film, I felt terrible about the reaction we got. I just wanted to run out of there. But so many people told me that they liked the film afterward. People took the time to fill out the surveys. My co-director said he watched people as they were watching it and that they were into it. And going back, I got to have conversations about people, and they talked about the characters, and they were just invested in what was coming with the project. If you're a filmmaker and you've put yourself out there, you know that your film feels like a little part of you. And asking people to critique it was nerve-wracking and scary. But it's allowed me to better understand the film that we've made, and I've been able to take a step back and analyze it through a more objective lens. And I think I'm a better filmmaker for it. Okay, I hope this was insightful. It was a little bit like Dear Diary-esque, but I hope you liked the video. I hope you go check out Kingman Stables, and I'll see you at a festival soon.